Hello everyone, welcome to my Royal Family official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After Dyson discontinued their Airwrap hair tool, the internet went crazy and has since developed an obsession with every oddball device the company releases. With this TikTok mainstay, King Charles and Queen Camilla are keeping it classy. Astute royal aficionados among us may have spotted a particular TikTok-approved wellness hack in operation at Buckingham Palace when Chancellor of the Exchequer, Jeremy Hunt, met with King Charles in the private audience room last month. It appears that even royalty has caught on. It's possible that Charles' TikTok wellness hack was detected by royal fans. The Dyson purifier was located at the back of the room, despite being difficult to see through the striking artwork, gold-finished furniture, and patterned carpets. With the ability to automatically sense and remove pollutants as small as 0.1 microns, then project purified air throughout the room, the viral device keeps an eye on the quality of the air in the area. Certain Dyson air purifiers can retail for more than £800, depending on the model. Charles at Buckingham Palace, background Dyson air purifier, see Getty. Charles is accepted by Gen Z for his Dyson air purifier. The king is eager to lower the energy consumption of the royal household and said to have appreciated teeth-chattering temperatures at home, according to a 2023 Times story. Charles' decision to install an air purifier, which can generate either hot or, more fortunately for the king, cold air, would seem to fit with this. Over the years, the palace's private audience room has hosted a number of well-known figures, most notably Charles' mother, the late Queen. The lineup has included Lord Rees of Ludlow, President of the Royal Society, and Kofi Annan, the former Secretary-General of the United Nations. The special audience chamber would be open to guests by the late Queen Elizabeth II. Despite being the home most people connect with the king and his wife, Queen Camilla, Buckingham Palace is not actually where they live. Since 2003, the royal couple has made the stunning Clarence House their home. According to Metro, Charles decided against relocating to the Green Park Palace because it is too large, too impersonal, and too draughty to serve as his base. It is said that Buckingham Palace is extremely frigid. Too large can be a reference to the historic palace's 775 rooms, which comprise 92 offices, 78 baths, 188 servant bedrooms, 19 staterooms, and 52 beds. Its own post office, jewelry workshop, swimming pool, movie theatre, and doctor's office are also irreplaceable. Buckingham Palace has many historically magnificent rooms. To become Their Majesty's permanent home, the palace is now receiving a number of improvements. It is anticipated that the renovations will cost £369 million and take 10 years to complete. Therefore, a few £100s for a Dyson air purifier actually doesn't seem like much to the king. Extensive improvements are underway at Buckingham Palace. Even though the improvements being done are very ordinary, you might imagine royal renovations as keeping every surface gold and furnishing every nook and cranny with even more opulent furniture. In order to make the site safe for public visits, the improvements involve installing a new lift and fixing outdated boilers, water pipelines, and electrical wiring. After all, the palace hosts approximately 50,000 guests annually for garden parties, lunches, dinners, receptions, and state banquets. And that doesn't even account for the hordes of people that arrive at the palace gates in the summer. On Tuesday, the Queen returned to her royal duties following the Easter holiday and received a group of young changemakers at Buckingham Palace. King Charles and Her Majesty travelled to Scotland last week. Camilla is persistently bringing attention to the problem of domestic abuse, and at her most recent event for her patronage, Safe Lives, she supported a national initiative. In the Royal Music Room, Her Majesty greeted 4 young advocates, ages 15 to 20, from the organisation and proposed that they hold pop-up shops in schools to assist their peers with significant life concerns. Maya, 2020, one of the changemakers informed Camilla, 76, that they had just brought the campaign to Parliament and visited with the Education Secretary in order to advocate for modifications to the national academic guidance. Children need to feel less alone and more strong, Maya said to Her Majesty. Reach is an important aspect of our work, which is why we brought our campaign to Parliament. We spoke with Gillian Keegan about their attempts to alter the curriculum. It is imperative that we are able to make these adjustments. At response, the Queen said, "You and my granddaughters are almost the same age. I was thinking the other day that we should open pop-up stores at these schools. It would be a great idea to invite 2 or 3 changemakers so they could all come and ask questions. It would be a great idea to avoid all of these schools." Camilla is grandma to 3 children of Laura Lopez, her daughter Eliza, 16, and the twins Gus and Louis, 14, as well as to Tom Parker Bowles' 2 children, Lola, 16, and Frederick, 13. Then Libar informed the Queen of the Changemakers' intention to instruct youth on how to recognize warning signals of toxic relationships or domestic abuse in their acquaintances. She continued, "It can be a lot of intuition of being a friend or a best friend, but we have to give young people the tools to recognize certain signs that their friend could be suffering." In response, Camilla said, "I believe that the ability to recognize when someone is struggling is a trait shared by all generations. Therefore, I believe that it's particularly challenging when you're younger because people are reluctant to admit it, are they? This is also what I have observed when I speak with elderly folks. As they discuss their stories, it gets easier." That's a fantastic project that you are doing, and it's definitely something you could talk about in schools, the Queen continued. It involves integrating it into the system so that more individuals can participate in the classes. In 2020, Camilla assumed the role of patron for Safe Lives, an organization that advocates for the cessation of domestic abuse and acknowledges children and young adults as legitimate victims. As part of their mission to end domestic abuse, the Changemakers have worked on a number of projects, such as redefining the relationship between young people and the police, researching the factors that lead to young people displaying abusive behaviors, addressing harmful and toxic behaviors in early relationships, and influencing the National Relationship and Sex Education (RSE) curriculum. Safe Lives CEO Ellen Miller, who attended the meeting, stated, "Our data indicates that children and young people are let down far too frequently. They're being misinterpreted by adults around them and consistently overlooked by professionals, and they want more from their relationships and sex education classes. The services that are available for victims of domestic abuse seldom reflect them." I know after meeting the Changemakers, Her Majesty felt energized and renewed in her commitment to stopping abuse before it starts, before it ruins lives. This was Queen Camilla's first public appearance since her husband, King Charles, made his first major appearance following his cancer diagnosis on Easter Sunday in Windsor in March. On Tuesday, the monarch, who is still receiving treatment, was seen being driven through London. It follows the King and Queen's celebration of their 19th wedding anniversary last week, which included several days spent at their Scottish residence, Birkhall. Releasing his royal title after severing his links with Britain and declaring the United States to be his new country is the next step for Prince Harry, according to an expert. In 2020, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex decided to leave the United Kingdom and resign as active royals, moving to California. Furthermore, analysts worry that Harry's decision to live in Montecito may indicate his readiness to move on. Phil Dampier, a royal author, stated that he would not be missed and that he might never reside in the UK again. He went on, saying that the people of Britain have lost respect for him and regard him as the Prince of Idleness and Division. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.